Okay, people, we are back finally after a week-long hiatus. So, I went through a couple of turns, as you can see, just to get things back up to speed. We still haven't taken Crown Ridge. Our general has recruited a good chunk of Tokay spearmen we've had out. And we're going after Muldar now. And we have gone to war with the River Zora, which isn't really a big surprise there. We are not doing so well financially or militarily. We are actually doing pretty bad compared to the other factions. As you can see, I have used the Fog of War cheat just to get a general lay of the land. And I'll be honest, the AI is being extremely aggressive. I've never seen the Moblins be this aggressive. I've never seen the fairies be this aggressive. And, the Zuna actually have an extra territory, and for whatever reason, the Tokay are actually starting to expand. They've taken Mule Beach, and I don't understand why, but okay. So, as you can see, we're being quickly surrounded by all sides. We've gone to war with the River Zora. My men are draining. Life has been pretty crappy. But we're going to take Muldar here. We're going to take a look at things. We're going to hit the assault button and see if we can handle it. We've got 1,794 men and 614 men on their side. If we throw in a night attack, we get an extra star. That puts my guys at 9 out of 10 stars, and as it stands, I'm gonna handle this. Plus, a handful of my spearmen have, not spearmen, my hunters have, some veterancy. So, we're gonna take Muldar. We're gonna leave Crown Ridge to rot for a while. There's been too many, incidents with that. So, anyway, aside from all of this, we have gone through some changes. The hiatus was due to the fact I was running out of memory space on my hard drive. I have so much crap on there that I literally have 11 gigabytes left. So I ended up buying a terabyte external hard drive. I ended up buying a microphone headset, so the voice hopefully comes in clearer, and an intercooler, so the game doesn't start getting all... the computer doesn't start overheating from the game. So, excuse me. What we're gonna do is what we've generally done. Nothing special, nothing new. Since we have an abundance of troops here, we're not particularly going to worry about the people coming out after us. So we're just going to move our guys in straight away and take out the wall. Spread them out. Of course. I'm actually kind of disappointed in one thing. Fraps files are unbelievably large. I have the thing set to split at every 4 megabytes. I mean, not 4 megs, 4 gigs. And, nice. We're duking it out with some cannon fodder. Also, I'd like to point out that I fixed the scroll wheel in my mouse. So, if you noticed how I was a little reluctant to scroll in on the battle, that's because it would get stuck, and because I would constantly be clicking it, trying to dig it out of the wheel well, the camera would do a bunch of trippy, jerky motions, so... yeah, we lost 1% of our men, we killed 32% of them. Muldar we're going to be able to take, and we're going to be able to hold, no doubt. Now, I'm going to move the Knights of Ambi that we sent in here out of the way. Have them just clear up. No, screw you. We got the Tokay Hunters getting a little... Oh, there goes the General. Awesome. I'll have to cut out here today. We're going through some lag. Anyway. Yeah, the Tokay Hunters are getting a little antsy and they're starting to shoot us up, so... Okay, looks like those guys routed. I did not think that through. Okay. Well, their general's dead. We're gonna move our guys in. Kind of sad that we lost a squad of Amber's Knights. I really should have thought that out better, considering they have 1 point of veterancy. Regardless. Just like cannon fodder, you really don't need to worry about Tokay Hunters. They're generally worthless. I mean, they're great missile units in mass, but they're expendable, so you don't really need to worry about them too much. I mean, their upgrade cost is cheap, they're very abundant at the start of the game, and yeah, they're pretty awesome units, so... Okay, as it stands, Nephilim, you may have to fix some of the animations here. Either it's just me and I've got them in a really crappy position where they can't run their animation, or I don't know. Whatever the case, we're just gonna mow these guys down with what we have. We've taken Muldar, and unless there are any more Amphilis crabs hanging around, which thank God there aren't, and everything's fine. These guys, in all honesty, despite the fact that you can take them out, are, well, we won. Okay. Like I said from the beginning, you want to just end the battles. These guys are relatively, decent melee fighters for what they are, actually. I'm very impressed with, their fighting capabilities. Still... they're not the best unit, but they're going to be a mainstay tool. I should have suggested this in the very beginning. What you should do is hang around here and end up recruiting as many of those guys as you can. It's really going to help pay off. We're going to leave Muldar on a military build policy simply because we're going to be expanding out this way in a bit. Looks like the Deca are still being a little non-expensive. The Lizardfolks have moved out a bit. Ordona is being very, very expansive. Now, the big problem about Labrynna with this build that I hate, is that their embassies do not allow you to train, diplomats. So... we are going to have to go to war with everybody we encounter. There is no playing buddy-buddy and saying, hey, if you give us this, we'll give you 1,000,000 rupees. No. We have to go to war with everybody. And our mainstay enemies out here are the Fairies of Tarn. And contrary to popular belief, even though they're weak, you do not want to go toe-to-toe with them in a ranged battle. Even as Labrynna. you'll probably lose. Now, I got in the comments, someone mentioned something about using my characters more often, my major characters. And the thing I've come to notice is I'm not gonna do that. Not with the boss characters, at least. I'm gonna use as many generals as is humanly possible, but otherwise, I'm gonna kind of keep this to myself and just do what I've been doing. Okay, we're not gonna bother with Crown Ridge. We're gonna take over this area. The Lizafos have moved into the Fort of Wings, or are moving into the Fort of Wings. Wardona is starting to expand out this way. We're gonna take Kurokoloki? Is that how you say it? Kurokoloki? I don't know. Just for test purposes, we're gonna see how we do here, obviously. Okay. What we're gonna do... Oh, look at that. We got some of our men back. They didn't completely rout out. Okay. We're gonna move all of our guys back here. All of our Labrynnian units. And we're gonna take the general with our Tokay hunters and move outwards. Also, I'd like to note that we completed the mission, which was taking Muldar. That gave us a bonus 2,500, which is helping us financially considerably. We ended up going, like I said, we ended up going to war with the River Zora. They tried to besiege Noon. We pushed them back. I didn't bother fighting them. I just, like, ran into them and said, "Get the hell out of my town." So, we've done everything we can in this turn. Let's move on and see where things go on the mini-map. You know, I've played on pretty much every difficulty thus far, and I've come to notice that this particular game, the AI all around in every faction is being unbelievably aggressive. Even more than they would be on, you know, extremely hard difficulty. And I'm playing on medium. I always play on medium. I'm just not having the best of luck. So yeah, the AI is getting really violent, and it's starting to look a little scary. I mean, the Sabrosians have 5 territories, including Sabrosia. Unit recruitment completed. More border guards at noon. Okay, cool. End of turn report. Okay. Now, a thing I like to do, and I've noticed this before, is with the auto-resolve option. You don't generally want to do it, but if you end up going through and actually doing an auto-resolve battle, the best time to do it is when you get involved in a fight you know you cannot win physically as a player. So we've got a decent setup here just to hold these guys off. We're not going to do anything, we're just going to wait out another turn. As you can see, we've already gone quite a bit of ways, and we've got less land than pretty much everyone in the map. The Hylians are being, you know, magnificent bastards and going on a manifest destiny. So we're gonna pretty much avoid them for now, but we're gonna have to go to war with them eventually, because we have to take the capital to beat this game. That and the Tarm Ruins. There goes Ordona again. The Goma have taken over that area. Okay. This map has just turned into a complete... I don't even know what's going on anymore at this point. You always want... Always want to get some kind of idea of where people stand in the world. Looks like the Dark Nut, the Zuna, and the Gerudo are allies. And the Kokirian Kingdom of Hyrule are at war with each other. You always want to get a sense of where you stand in the world. Looks like the Kingdom of Hyrule is going to war with all of their neighbors. The Gerudo and the Gorons, the Gerudo and the Gorons are allies. The Gerudo and the Goma are fighting it out. I don't see what that's about. The Goma are allies with the Zora. The thing I never understood, I mean, I know it's Total War, and I know the engine, goes that way, but I really hope, Nephilim, if you do watch this, I really hope you kind of get, the... Whoa, what? Hold on. Okay, never mind. I really hope you end up getting, the cordial rival factions thing set up and kind of locked in place, because, I mean, to see, like, Hyrule ally with the Goma, or the Zora ally with the Goma, or the Moblins ally with the Kokiri is just weird. Just to see that kind of thing is just weird. So we're gonna take this. Before we do anything, we're gonna take a look at what we've got in here. 794 men. And it looks like it's seriously in their favor. So we're gonna do what we didn't do to begin with. We're gonna withdraw from this battle. Now you may ask what the hell we're doing, and pretty much all we're gonna do is end up moving out northeast, because we're gonna start moving into fairy territory in a little bit. Since we've got some money on hand, and we've got a decent amount of income coming in thanks to Lina and Symmetry, we are going to put a couple more settlements on military policy. Despite the fact that we're not doing too terribly great, Symmetry's doing well. We're going to put them on a military build policy. So, when you get around to turn 15, turn 20, you're going to want to stop doing your balanced build policies so much and put about maybe half of your settlements on a military policy. This is going to allow you to churn out units fast and efficiently. So, with that said, you'll have to excuse me for my nasally voice. I'm a little sick today. I hope it's not the flu. So, we're going to wait out another turn yet again and see where things stand. Now, I understand that the fog of war thing is always kind of a cheat, but always considered a cheat, but I always like to get a lay of the land and figure out where... Ooh, sweet, 1,000 rupees, thank you. I always like to get a lay of the land and have a constant eye on what my enemies are doing. We got new gunner posts, we got more border guards, wicked. River Zora are taking Jugal. We don't care about that. whatever reason, we've got a Kokiri diplomat trying to... Okay, no, that's a Deku town. Okay, so the Kokiri and the Deku are trying to establish some kind of diplomatic relationship. What we're gonna end up doing, pretty much, is we're gonna come around here. We're gonna pretty much surpass Subrosia and Horan, and we're gonna go straight into combat with the fairies. Now we gotta take the Tarm Ruins and hold that for 5 turns, and then we also have to do the same thing for Hyrule Prime. So this is going to be one hell of a fight. Yes, lift the siege. I don't care about that settlement anymore. I was very disappointed to find out that in the campaign, gunners and mechs have not been implemented. Once you start making money, and when you start making bank, that's gonna be your mainstay tool. Mechs and gunners. Oh my god, they will just decimate everybody. Oh, what's going on here? The Tokay want trade rights and map information. Why not? Okay. We're gonna make an offer with these guys since they've come to us. We're gonna give them trade rights and map information. We're gonna give them our map information, and we're gonna ask for an alliance. Now, since we're not on bad terms with anybody, they should accept. And lo and behold, accepted. Cool. Now, the smaller factions, as you can see here in a minute, watch this. The Tokay desire membership. Hey, we Tokay like you shiny gold guys a lot. You make us all feel like we have nice short sleeves. Can we join you guys? These small factions like Horan and the Tokay and whatnot, they are going to be, if you end up as any faction allying with them, they're going to be pretty much absorbed into your kingdom. That means you get access to their troops, you get access to their land, and according to the game, they get completely destroyed. This say? Okay. Decided to join the Labrynna regime as members of their empire. The regime has accepted this proposal. Yada yada. Okay. I don't care. So, that gave us 2 extra pieces of land, and from this point onward, I'm gonna put these into military build policy. We have another choke point that we can hold our own on, so we're gonna put these 2 things onto a military build policy. And let's see, we have a small barbaric barracks, okay. A small barbaric barracks. A barbarous barbaric barracks. That's a tongue twister, man. Seriously. Oh, no, we ended up getting 3. Settlements. Well, 1 ruins, but whatever. Because they took Hyrule, I completely forgot about that. Now we're gonna move these guys in with our secondary general. Wait a minute, who the hell is this? Ooh, sweet! That gave us a diplomat! So I guess we can play buddy-buddy. Wow. This has gotten crazy. I'm gonna keep hold of that, and you guys, yes, you, are going to give me hints on who I should play friends with. Probably the Kingdom of Hyrule and Ordona for one. But, yeah, things are looking up. So, we're gonna save here. And I've got to fix this lag problem. So I'll be back.